There is a big discussion going on in here about the etiquette you have when handing out candy at Halloween. It sounds like all of us sort of did things differently or have done things differently in the past, but one person makes no sense.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Oh! The person that doesn't make any sense, as usual, is, of course, Emily.
Eddie.
Nope.
Eddie.
Well, this all began with an off-air conversation.
Yeah.
Because in Sky's neck of the woods, there was some shenanigans going on.
Yes.
People pulling a Thor, like when Thor was younger.
Right.
When you'd
Such a
see the
Thor
bowl of candy, and people would say, please take one, what would you do?
We would put all the candy in our pillowcase, probably smash the bowl. Or
Why?
Or take the bowl.
Wait, why?
Take the bowl.
What are you gonna do with the bowl?
Throw it at something, and then
Oh
we
my
then we
God.
knew they weren't home, so we'd egg the house.
Oh my God!
They didn't eat candy.
And then
That's
you
brutal.
shaving cream
I mean,
the car.
they just gave you candy.
Where they get that paint off?
No, hold on a second.
Oh my
You
God.
you
That's brutal.
you trick the people who don't give candy. That's the point of trick or treat.
Yeah, but if you're not home, it would just be.
You're just gonna attack
was
people
free
for no
run.
reason?
It
After
was
they
free
just
reign.
hooked you up
Listen,
with a
I
whole
wasn't
bag
the
of candy.
You're like the guy from A Clockwork Orange, man. Like, you were awful.
I wasn't a part of the crew that would take the mailboxes out. That wasn't my deal.
Don't act like that makes
doesn't
you
make you
better.
a
You're not
hero.
good because you
you're
do
still an asshole.
You're like the,
Hey,
you're
I
like
was
the
like 12.
robber who's like, give me all your money or I'll fucking kill you. He gets all the money and then he just shoots him and kills him anyway.
Why would you do
like,
that?
why
Yeah,
would you
that's
do
not
that?
fair.
They gave you all
I gave you the
the
money.
I
I
was-
gave you the money.
I was 12, 13 years old. That's what the kids do.
No,
What?
You see, take one. I get it. As a kid, I'm not taking the
You're
whole
t-
bowl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
A
10.
couple.
I'll
Oh,
take
10?
it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I take a giant handful and I put it in my bag.
That's just as bad.
That's
bowl, that is
dumping
not-
out the whole bowl and then taking the bowl and then
Taking the house.
vandalizing their house is not the same.
And
No, I
listen,
don't think so.
Emily has no room to judge. You're telling me the guys you hung out with that beat up trolls weren't doing this when they were 12 and 13 years old?
I don't remember if they were or not. There's a good possibility that they were.
You have such a selective memory.
Thank you.
You know that?
Thank you,
Pretty
Eddie.
interesting how that
Thank
works.
you.
Yeah, that was nice.
But yes, the take one situation
Stupidest thing on earth.
is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in your neighborhood, right, Sky?
Yeah, so we were at a friend's house with a couple other families, and we decided this is going to be our spot. You know, we'll be here. And so some of our friends who live in a busier part, which gets a lot of trick-or-treaters, they were only going to be gone for a short time. They only stayed like half the time, so they put a bowl out.
I have a question about
Yeah.
Sky's neighborhood. Do the kids trick or treat, or do their butlers trick or treat for them?
Yeah, it's
How does that
That's a
work?
good question.
That's hysterical.
Well, the servants hold the bag, and then
No one
they
has a
give the
servant.
piggyback rides to
No,
the kids.
Because they
So
don't
the kids
walk.
don't walk.
No, why are you kidding me?
So
Yeah,
then they
you're
let
right,
the
I
kids
know.
down. They're in
Sky-
costume. They open the door, and the servants open the. Yeah.
And then that's back
Do the,
on.
do the kids even say trick or treat, or the servants say
I
trick or
think the
treat?
servants say.
Yeah, that makes
Sky?
sense.
Then no, there's no servants. The kids walk around with their
No.
own
What?
bags,
Oh,
go to the
bullshit.
door,
Oh,
say
come on,
trick or
bro.
treat.
Bullshit.
Who you fooling?
Yeah, no
Okay,
one believes that.
Whatever. So yeah, so this family who decided to come, they were only going to be gone for a little bit of time, and so they put a bowl out, and you know, as a lot of people have now, are ring cams. So
Oh, yeah, Thor, you would have been busted.
I would have
man.
been. There's two things I'm so fucking glad that weren't around when I was a kid: social media, cell phone cameras, and like ring cams.
Yeah.
Because I was a fucking moron. I would have recorded all of this and put it on social media because that's what kids do. I would have
Incriminate
recorded
yourself.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, oh, we got all the candy, smashing the bowl, and I would have put it right on my Instagram
Oh my
like
God.
a fucking idiot. That's what I would have done. I know it.
Right. So anytime the ring cam went off, you know, they were checking the cam just to make sure everything's fine on their front porch. And you say, oh, a little girl walks up. Oh, I take a little candy. Great. You know, she walks away. And then literally like the second or third group that walks up, it's probably like 4 kids. They're probably like 8, 9 years old, and they just go to that bucket and they just like start
it is.
scooping
There it
and
is.
scooping.
Good for them.
And they
Good
even
for
have
them.
to set their bags down and
put all
open
the-
their bags
Good
and
for
then
them.
just scoop more.
Nice.
They're
Oh my
They-
God.
did they have
dropping it
masks on?
everywhere. Some of them did, some of them didn't.
Damn it.
And so my friends, they see that this has gone down on their...
freaking out?
Oh, yeah, they're pissed.
What do
They're
you
like,
think's going to happen?
yeah, I mean...
You're lucky. I would have pulled my pants down and mooned the camera.
Okay.
1,000,000% I would have done that.
Okay.
I can recognize that butthole anywhere. Let's get all those kids lining up
Line up these
and
buttholes.
do a butthole search.
Oh
We're going to need Michael Jackson for that.
Oh my God, yuck. So they see this go down, and immediately what they want to do is they want to take that Ring video and post it 2 places. One, on the Ring app, which goes to everyone else in the neighborhood who has a Ring cam, and they also want to put it on the Nextdoor app to be like, hey, everybody,
God.
if you know these kids...
What? You're going to publicly shame the kids?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Like, what? Are we going to arrest them?
If
Like, what are we doing?
If I had kids and somebody came to my house, knocked on the door and said, hey, we got your kids on camera taking all of our candy when we said, please buy one, I'd be like, oh, that sucks.
I'll get them, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'll yell
You
at them. I'm
wouldn't care
sorry.
as a parent?
Not at all, Sky.
Really?
They're kids. I did that as a kid.
Yeah, but we're saying how horrible it is and what a deviant you are and how you shouldn't do that.
This is what kids do. They're 12, 11 years old. They're not hurting anybody. They're taking more candy.
Would you
than
get
they
mad at
do. Give me a
Reed?
break.
I'd say that wasn't honest, and you shouldn't have done that. And I think that's where that would have ended. I wouldn't like make a
You
giant
wouldn't
deal
make
about
him
it.
go back and give the candy back?
He'd be like, Mom, you beat up trolls.
Yeah.
I never made up trust. I didn't personally do it. Okay.
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 Okay, yeah, totally. Totally.
Yeah, so we were having the discussion. Should you post it? Can you publicly shame kids? Like,
That's kind of crazy.
That's another thing, too.
Yeah.
How you're going to put, I'd be pissed. If I saw that my kid was on the face on the Nextdoor app, I'd be fucking pissed at the person that posted it.
even if your kid is doing something wrong?
Yeah, because that's not, just to put my kid's face on a public forum like that's a little crazy.
Yeah.
But
That's a little crazy.
What if they caught these little kids egging a house or
Stealing the
you know,
bowl, breaking
doing all
Egging the
that stuff?
house, you're right. That's a different
Then
story.
they deserve it?
Yeah, then they should get in trouble. I still don't think they should post it on a 12-year-old or an 8-year-old.
But how
on a
else are you going to
public
find
forum.
them? Like,
I
how
think
are
that's
their
just too
parents
much.
going to know? Like, how will...
It's fucking a small La Jolla town. I think they could figure it out. Like this is New York City here.
Oh, well, I fully supported the public shaming of the
Oh, you did?
children.
Oh, my God.
That's crazy. So
yeah.
you'd be okay if someone did this with your daughter?
Oh yeah, I would want somebody to do this with my daughter. Like if they can't find me, I want somebody to try to find me so I can let her know how fucking horrible that is. And yeah, we're gonna,
Fucking
seriously, huh?
horrible
oh, she would
because
be
they took
grounded.
more than one candy.
She would be grounded.
That's crazy,
Like this,
dude.
to me, we would have the talk about stealing things, and you can't just take things that aren't yours.
You've taken creamer that isn't yours and used it. What's the difference?
Excuse me, I work here, and the creamer is for people who work here. So
No,
thank
it's
you.
not. It's people's personal creamer.
So thank you.
What's the difference?
Oh, I thought you meant the little coffee mate one.
No,
you
I
mean
meant
a
people's
coworker's
personal-
creamer. Oh, well, that was in a pitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, but they decided not to publicly shame. the
Honestly,
little
I
ones.
don't know how I feel. I would have to put on my dad hat
Yeah.
and tell my son, no, don't do that.
Don't do that
It's really
again.
bad." Instead take one. But secretly, I'd be like, what the fuck do you expect? Like, if you are the household that does to take one, you almost have to expect there's going to be a kid that's going to do that.
That
Like, you hope
sucks.
not. Well, nah, I wouldn't say it sucks. I mean,
what
it's
does it
stupid.
matter? You're
It's
not
stupid.
home. Who fucking cares? The
Well, I
candy's
feel
going
bad.
out anyway.
If I'm not
feel bad
home,
for
I'm not
the
leaving a
kids.
bowl out.
Yeah,
Period.
that's the thing
not
too. If
doing
I'm
it.
not going to
Lights
be home,
off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll wait till I get back home and then I'll hand it out.
Yeah.
Appropriately.
Oh,
like,
Yeah,
God.
because some people go crazy,
Wow.
and then there's the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it.
what does that mean?
Okay, so if I got a steady stream of kids coming in,
Yeah.
first of all, I take it very seriously how I hand out my candy.
Oh yeah.
a little
you
too
do.
seriously, if you ask me.
No, the kids with the good costumes,
This is crazy.
they get good candy. The kids who barely are dressed up, who have a shitty attitude or whatever, you get shit candy.
Oh, my daughter would have got
Do you have
shit.
two
He would've
bowls?
Yes.
So my nephew was dressed up as a Ninjago.
Yeah.
Would he have gotten good candy?
Yeah.
So he gotten good
He put
candy.
a good effort in.
He put a
is
good
he,
effort.
Is he going to say trick or treat, or did he just hand out
He
his bag?
might. You think my sister would let him
Well,
not
if
say
he
trick
didn't
or treat?
fucking say trick or treat, you
He
get
would
shit
say
candy.
he would say trick or treat.
See,
Okay.
my daughter is going to be
You'd-
wearing a skeleton T-shirt, jeans, Converse, and she's going to say,
Oh, dude, yeah.
What are you giving
You
her?
are getting
An apple?
3-year-old fucking
Oh
candy.
God!
It's probably poisonous at this point.
"Oh
Boom, right in your bag.
Poisonous
Have
mold
a good
on it.
night. Having a good night, skeleton kid.
So your daughter's done then with
Done.
Halloween at this point,
no."
right?
This year was
Yeah.
rough. Yeah.
So she's done.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see
next
what
year
next year
it's-
brings.
But
Yeah.
did she like getting the candy?
She really just liked running around with her
She doesn't like
friends.
candy.
She likes candy, but she has plenty of candy
Oh
at
yeah,
home.
she's
so
definitely
going to
be
running around
shaving
with
cream in
friends.
cars and egging them with boys.
Murdering people.
I
Like the turds
guarantee
out there.
she will be with that crew next year. She may not do it, but she'll be around that crew. Get ready, honey.
Well, I hope somebody posts video of her. So
So, wow,
I
jeez.
can get her.
So for what I would do if I had a straight stream of kids,
Yeah.
2 candies each. Boom, 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 all in the bag. Apparently Emily is fucking Willy Wonka over here.
Willy Wonka.
And she
What's
says
that mean?
every person that comes up in her neighborhood gets a giant, and she's got giant hands,
Yeah.
a handful of candy.
Wow.
You get a handful.
That's
How do you
generous.
remember her neighborhood's quote fucking crazy?
Right.
So how do you have
You
so
have
much
just
candy?
Bins and bins of candy?
I bought, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, I bought 7 bags. 7 bags of candy.
Wow.
And
that's a lot.
Holy
Most of
shit.
the bags of candy is like the Snickers, the M&Ms, the Reese's, like all those things. I buy a different mix of it. But then I have one bag that's the shit bag. That's like this. It's the mix bag with Sweet Tarts, Tootsie Rolls,
That's
and
what I give
Dum
Robert.
Dums. No, and I put it all in a bowl and then I mix it up like I'm mixing a
So
salad.
it looks like you have
So it looks like I have
giant thing.
a giant thing and tons of it. And then I stick my hand in and grab it's a
don't
good
run
enough
out soon?
handful. No. I mean, I
thought you
ran
had
out, but I didn't run
I
out
thought you
until
had
like
the craziest
8:30.
neighborhood in the world.
It was very, very busy, but I ended up having enough candy. I bought a lot of candy.
You guys all just mob out.
Now here's the thing about Emily though,
What?
is that she likes to leave and go walk around and
Oh,
do that
yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
with her son.
Well, yeah, they mob out.
And so she is the bowl of candy person.
You fucking
household.
asshole.
I
Sorry,
feel like
that
that's
was too far.
extreme,
That was way
Thor.
too
Jeez.
far. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. That was
Understand
way
that?
too far.
You understand that?
I take it back.
All right, he's
Now
like,
there
take it
was an
back.
asshole move, Thor,
Thank you.
What's that?
because this makes no fucking sense.
what?
So you put the candy bowl out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the sign that you leave, Sky?
Yeah, please take one.
Please take one.
You-
Right.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Not
I
Emily.
will.
Not Emily.
What does she say?
What did your sign say?
Mine said, please take 1 or 2. Please.
What?
Please take 1 or 2.
No, but
What kid's gonna go up and go 1 or 2? I'm only taking 1.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's
I'm
really
only
weird.
just
taking
one. Just
That
one
is
tonight.
really
One for me
fucking
today.
Yeah,
weird.
that's it.
1 or 2.
I would see that sign, dump all the candy into my bag,
and then light it on
and
fire.
then wipe my ass with
no.
the sign, and then stick it on a ring cam.
Now, why? Oh my God! That's a lot, Thor.
How did you laugh at that? That's horrible.
It's psychotic.
Like, who has that
Imagine if I
thought?
came
psychotic.
home.
Like,
Who
why
thinks
would you
that
do
all the way
that?
through?
Why would you do
My
that?
friend Lambo would have been dying,
Oh, yeah.
and I guarantee Lambo would do something like that.
Oh my God.
He's my buddy from
I'm
back in
very
the day,
concerned
guys.
about you,
Okay.
Thor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So funny to me.
Why, Emily, would it not just say,
Please take one.
Or please take 2?
Or yeah. If you want to
Yeah.
give out 2,
Just take 2.
Please take
Please
2.
take 2.
Work through that.
I thought about all that.
Yeah.
I thought about all of these things. I did initially plan on writing, please take a few.
Oh,
And
now
I-
we're
I
fucked
know.
up.
I mean,
I know.
Crazy,
What
Emily.
is a few? What does a few mean?
This whole
fucking
bowl.
sack.
Don't you guys agree with what I said earlier?
Yes, I'm wiping my ass.
Wait, no, Eddie. No one's
know.
wiping asses.
No.
Stop it.
Okay.
No. I said I can't write a few because that could get crazy.
Right.
You know, what's a
Yeah,
few?
Right,
Okay.
thank you.
2 handfuls of few.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right?
smart.
So then as I'm writing, please take 1. And then I wrote, that seems a little like lame.
It's
Only
harsh.
1 piece.
So harsh, right?
So
Leaving
then
a bowl
as
with
I was
candy
writing,
is
instead of
lame.
getting a new paper and writing 2, I just was like, please write 1. And I'm like, that doesn't sound good. I'm all, or 2.
But if you think about it, nobody's gonna go
Nobody's gonna
with
do it.
1.
Nobody's
if you
gonna
give
do
me
it.
the option of more candy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the option of the more candy.
That didn't dawn on me.
Really?
Yet another thing that didn't dawn on me until I put it in front of you guys and you called me out on it.
Really? Well, that's psychotic. That's more psychotic than wiping your ass with the sign.